Okay. We're gonna see how this does. I had to restart OBS because it was dropping a lot of frames, and it's continuing to do so, but we're gonna see what it looks like live because sometimes it's just full of it. I don't know, it's pretty choppy. Not really sure why it's dropping frames, guys. But maybe, let me try something here. Let me do... That should be alright. Yeah, we'll see how that does. Let me fly around for a second, kind of see what's going on. See what it looks like from the front end. Oh, it looks pretty laggy to me. You know what? It's probably because I am in... I know why it looks like that. Hold on. I think I know. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna stop this and restart. Okay. Let's try this out. There we go. My frame rate was on 30. So it wasn't matching the game output. Alright. Hello everyone. Sorry about the delayed start. I was going to start this thing early just to weed out any tech issues, but unfortunately I was still working on that when it was time to start, so you had to deal with it with me. But hi, how's it going? This is pretty cool. I want to make sure it's working before I get too deep into talking about anything. But yeah, for now, my day has been good, Blade of Sun. How was your day? I'm actually going to head up here, and we're gonna check out the cheats menu in a second because I want to show you that's my fun stuff. That's my fun stuff. I mean, the whole thing is cool, this reverse mod, but I want y'all to see these cheats. As intimidated as I am by, like, ew, silence. I don't like that there's not music on pause menus. But hi, Miss H. Hi, Dylan. How's it going? Dylan says that he needs me to hype him up for this leg day. Can you scream more weight? Bro, standing up has gotten hard for me because I'm so out of shape, so I don't know if I'm the best hype man. But I'm gonna wish you all the luck because it's more than I could do. It's more than I could do. But yeah, my day was good. I've been looking forward to streaming this the entire day. This has been like the end of my day. My goal. So, we have all these cheats, okay? If you've watched me play Pete's Gauntlet, so this mod is by, I want to say the name correctly, and I've literally spoken with him before. But I'm gonna say Husbjörn, I think, is the best. That's my best pronunciation. But anyway, he's freaking awesome. Makes super cool mods, and Pete's Gauntlet is the speedrunning one you've seen me do. This is the Spyro reverse mod. But not only is it reverse, which is pretty self-explanatory, you start the game backward, but you also start at the end of the level. The other thing is it has this cheat menu. So there's 2 pages here of cheat menu stuff. So like one, we can skip dragons. Am I still live? Am I still live? The playback for me just disappeared. Okay, I guess I am. I don't know why it disappeared, but anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna skip dragons. And then, I'm really not sure what velocity tracker is, haven't looked into that, but the coolest thing to me is this swapping gems. Thank you, Ms. H, for confirming. I don't know why the playback disappeared for me. So basically you can swap in not just gem colors, but actually amounts. So like, swap red gems for orange, swap green gems for teal, swap blue gems for, let's do purple, and then I'm gonna do more orange and teal, because those are my favorite colors so far. And you'll see that it actually changes the totals of the gems to an insane amount in some cases. The other things that are really cool that we'll run through, of course, the speed of Spyro, you can change that just like Pete's Gauntlet does automatically. We're not going to do that right now. Homing gems, which means when you get something, like the gems come to you no matter what, you don't have to worry about manually going to collect them. Hyper Sparks make sparks more active. Low gravity, I'm gonna turn that off for now, but that's really funny because you can actually hold your jump and Spyro will like keep climbing. Free flight, obvious. It's like being in a flying world all the time. And then Super Flame in Spyro 1, and we'll play with this a little bit. Super Flame is not like the fireball like Spyro 2, but it is so powerful that it breaks metal, stuff like that. Other thing, supercharge. This is really cool. So you've got white, yellow, orange, and red. Red is freaking insane. Okay, I'll show it to you guys later. I actually have a specific level I think I'm going to showcase that in. Insane. For now, we'll do disabled. But, yeah. And when I do Super Flame, of course, Spyro turns red like this. Now, the one thing I'm not sure about... Did I save? Nope. Did I save? Yeah, I did save this, so it might not apply until we get out of this level with the gem colors. But I don't know, I guess it kind of is. Is that orange? Oh, that's orange. Okay, I thought that was red. I can see that it's orange though, because it's like a lighter color than the standard red. So it did apply, which is cool. So, wow, yeah, that was a mouthful, but hi, how are you guys? I wanted to get that over with first, one, for people that are watching this back so they know what's going on. And yeah, the cool thing about this mod is we can kind of just run through it because these gems are worth so freaking much. Funnily enough, the orange apparently is only worth 3, but these teal ones are worth 50, and some of the other colors are worth like 100. Crazy. So we won't have to like 100% everything. We can kind of just hang out and like check out the levels and see what it's like to do them in reverse. So because we're doing this in reverse, we started up here, as you know, and because we started up here, if you guys remember Nasty's booty, Nasty's loot, you start at like a low level and have to keep going. There's an example of homing gems, by the way. Where we started up high, we can fly anywhere, which means we were able to do that room first. And the exit portal is, I guess, where we would normally start, which is right here. We already got a lot of Nasty's booty. Of course, if we go in here right now, nothing happens. Why is my gravity... Did you see that? That was so... Oh, it's because this is kind of, like, funky right now, because we're not supposed to be up here. Okay, anyway, I think I've, like, tangented enough about what this mod is, what it does. Shout out to Crystal Fissure for, you know, posting this. Husbjörn? I'm horrible at pronouncing your name. I'm so sorry if you watch this back, because I know sometimes you do. Told me about this mod a long time ago, and for some reason the link didn't work for me, and I didn't want to bug him, so he actually recommended it for my chill series, which I think I will do a full playthrough of this, by the way, as a recording, but I wanted to go ahead and stream it. So yeah, when I saw Fissure post it, I was like, alright, it's live, it's ready to roll, let's do a live stream of it first. So I think, you know, not to skip out on any nasty booty right now, but I think we can leave here and move on to some of the other levels. Because I have Skip Dragons off. Oh wait, I didn't save that. Or maybe it doesn't work for Dublin.
Hey.
Let me check it. I'll check it. Spirit 95, Spyro Technical's here. That's awesome. Hey guys. I'm glad that the chat is supporting you too, Dylan. More weight. You can do it. Let's see here. Oh, skipped. I accidentally turned it back off. So from now on, we will skip the dragon animations, and it will kind of look like it does in Pete's Gauntlet. See, you see those purple ones are worth 100, baby. 100 freaking points. Thank you for the congratulations on the 900 subs. I was not expecting to meet that before this stream, so I'm very excited. I really appreciate the support, guys. Could not have done it without you. Only 100 more to monetization. I've got the watch hours, so I just need the subs. So tell your friends, even if they don't use YouTube, just subscribe to me, please. I'm kidding. I'm not that desperate, but it would be cool. Okay, so let's hop into Twilight Harbor. And yes, reverse. So let's show this, okay? You start at the end of the level. So you start, not only do you start at the end of the game, but you start at the end of the level. Pretty cool, right? Like, the vortex isn't even here. Yeah, funny story, Spyro Technical. I got into YouTube because I got into Crystal Fissure's, well, it's not just his, but, you know, the ISGP speedrunning tournament back in, like, 2018. That's how I ended up here. Like, not as a content creator, I did that more recently, just on my own, but, that's how I got my first 200 subscribers. I was actually in a Crystal Fissure live stream. I think he was streaming, Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase, and I was, like, a guest. And then we also did a video together on, well, shoot, bullying. I just offed myself accidentally. Please ignore that. Ignore that. Let's do some fun stuff here. But yeah, that's how I got into YouTube forever ago, so that's how I know Crystal Fissure. Do you see this? This is the red supercharge, guys. What the freaking heck? Oh my god. It was so fast. Let's try it again. Holy shit. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. You can barely control your dragon. But I will say, despite the chaos that just happened from it, it's pretty handy in this aggravating area. So we're gonna turn it off now. Let's do some free flight. And skip past these guys. So yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of wow. Wow. I'm humbled. All kinds of cool stuff you can do with this. Let's kind of skip past some of this for a second. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so here, skip the dragon animation, which is cool. You don't have to keep it on if you want to do a classic playthrough. You can absolutely still do that. And do the cutscenes. Hyper Sparks. Good question, Matthew. Hi, by the way. So Hyper Sparks make sparks, by my understanding, pick up gems from further away. So I was trying in Pete's Gauntlet to figure out the difference between Hyper Sparks and homing gems, because I thought for a second that they did the same thing, but as I understood the differences, basically homing gems, like the gems just come to you as soon as you hit an enemy, or like, okay, let's say there's a treasure chest over there that we hit with a firework. We don't have to go get it, it will come to us. Hyper Sparks just makes sparks pick up gems from further away. I believe that is how it works. Ms. H, imagine doing this level chilled, bro. I tell you what, we're gonna find out. Spoiler alert, prototype is finished. Prototype chilled is finished. I think, I can't remember if I have it the last episode scheduled or not. Ah, I hate these guns. But it is finished, so this would be the perfect predecessor. And of course, Ms. H, you know, because you're a member, that there's another chilled series that is scheduled that members already have access to. So that is a thing, but I plan on keeping a few of those going at all times. Really more for, like, the humor and the challenge of it is honestly kind of fun, and this one would be a bit crazy. I saw Terry Games in here earlier. 900! Yes! I'm so pumped, dude. I'm so pumped. Thank you so much for helping me get set up on some of these things, too. I need to finish my, Return to Forgotten Realms playthrough. I'm just trying to study it, research it, and see if I can get the eggs before I keep going on. Me and my friend also play it together sometimes because she's good at skips. My friend Ashley, she taught me what little bit I know. She has taught me. I actually met her in ISGP, so we became friends from the speedrunning tournament. that I was talking about earlier when I met Crystal Fisher, and we became so close that she was in my wedding, and we lived 12 hours apart. So that's just a little fun fact. I don't know if I've ever talked about that on stream before, but yeah. Spyro friends, man, you know guys, they're the best. They're the freaking best. Okay. Gonna just collect some more of this stuff, but yeah, essentially, I feel like between the cheats and the fact that this is reversed, you can kind of just donk around with it, you know? And when you turn the worth of the gem up, it's kind of freaking insane. Let's see if we can land on— oh, we can land on this! That's so— you guys know how happy I get about this kind of stuff. Can freaking land on the lighthouse. But yeah, when you turn the gem count up, you don't have to collect much to get where you need to go, so you kind of just skip around and do whatever. It's fun. So I figured a live stream would be fun to explore it, and then when I do a playthrough, I will obviously 100% everything. To the best of my ability. I guess if you get— we need to test it out in a different level, but I guess if you get all the gems, it will still tell you. But let me show you the inventory menu. Like, look at this. Nork Nexus, 2,124 points out of 200, because we have the goofy, funny gem stuff turned on, so. That's a thing. That is a thing. And you do have to at least beat Nasty before you can leave. Let me show you what the balloonist says. Let me show you what the balloonist says here. He says, those rambunctious Norks have littered. They have littered. And that's all he says. And you don't get to, wait, what? Oh my gosh, I thought you had to beat Nasty first. You can go to Dreamweavers. Okay, you just have to talk to him twice. Earlier when I tested it out, like, he let me go after Nasty. But let's go to Nasty. Let me show you what that's like. Okay, so this level is also— yeah, Twilight Harbor is hard even with cheats. You can definitely tell that it's at the end of the game. Hey Juan! Thank you so much for the congratulations on 900. That's so nice of you. And Spirit, if I didn't say that already. Okay, I think I'm caught up. So, let me show you something kind of funny. Use free flight, and you go back here. Dude doesn't do crap to you. He doesn't freaking care that you're here. But guess what? You also can't do crap to him. Nothing. But I have to say, I've never been this up close and personal with Nasty Nork. So, I also haven't tested— can we fly out of this? Can we? Oh my gosh. We can! You can go out of bounds. That's fun. Okay, well, anywho. As soon as we hit the ground, he's gonna be shooting. But you basically just complete it the way you normally do. Because that doesn't really change anything. Although the free flight is pretty cool at the end, because instead of having to deal with all those platforms, you can just like fly right through it. They have littered. Honestly, the older I get, the more I understand why that's so frowned upon. I'm starting to get pretty pretty grumpy. What the freak? Why'd you run that way? Did y'all see that? What was that about? Okay, guess we gotta go find him. What did he— oh wait, no, he did run. I swear he ran back toward me. It looked like he ran back toward me. Whatever. Anyway. Littering does tick me off quite a bit. I just don't understand it, you know? I don't know, like, throwing, like, your fast food bag of, like, garbage out the window instead of just waiting till you get to a gas station or getting home is such a weird concept to me. Like, why do people— it seems like something that a Nork would do, though, I have to say. I can see a Nork littering. Norks don't give a heck. Their leader, Ganasty Ganork, has no ethics. Although, I'm questioning whether the dragons have ethics, considering the fact that on live TV, they stoop to the level of, like, Donald Trump politics and called Nasty Nork ugly. Now, he might be an ugly soul, but is judging his looks really the best thing to do on national dragon television? Probably not. I don't know. MAGA has succeeded, so... Oh my gosh, did you see that? That's so funny. The game is like, you're not supposed to be that fast. You are toast, Snork. And then we get that weird little, like, lovely glitch texture. You'll see a lot of that in the final episode of Prototype Chilled, by the way. That was definitely not intentional. Now here is the other dragon again. We can check out Nork Cove. I'll check out all the levels. I'm kind of just flying through them. But yeah. Anyway, here we are. For my 800 special... Nasty Nork alt. Oh, you're close to 800, aren't you, Spirit? Oh, by the way, check this out, guys. See where we are? The end. For some reason, no matter what version of the game I play, this section right here is so freaking glitchy. In the prototype, in Pete's Gauntlet, in the regular version of the game, and I'm afraid it's gonna be in this game too, so, yeah. Let's kind of hunker down here and see what we can do. But yeah, homing gems and Hypersparks. See how far Sparks was able to travel? So cute. I'm curious to see, I'm excited to see y'all's reaction to the underwear of these guys. Okay, I have a few things to call out, actually, that I will talk about in the episode of the prototype, but I want to go ahead and talk about them now. First of all, their underwear is different in the prototype. You'll see why. But my next question that I never let myself think about until the prototype, and it hit me. These guys aren't green. So are they not Norks? Are they humans? Are these humans? I don't know. Also, without the cheat, we would be stuck here, and we would have had to go, I guess, up this way and glide over. But thankfully... Oh, shoot. We have, our free flight ability, but yeah. This isn't acting as glitchy as it normally does. I've been playing with my emulator settings to try and offset some of the problems, but we'll see. Everything is a guess for me. I know enough tech to get by, and that is all. Let's see, Matthew. Are the balloonists all in the normal spots? Excellent question. They are not. So I think what happens, of course, in Nork Nexus, I guess, they were, because there was only one place to be where it was the end of the game. But as you'll see when we get to Dreamweavers, it's kind of in reverse. So instead of, you know, arriving at the beginning, but the balloonist being at the end, you arrive at the end, and I think the balloonist is at the beginning. So, yeah. It's kind of cool. And then, of course, Matthew, I don't know if you've watched... You probably have, but I don't know if you've watched, like, the prototype of Spyro, at least the June 15th, 98 version, but, there are balloonists at the beginning and the end of those levels, which is also really weird. So, yeah. We all need a crash course on Nork biology. Amen. A freaking man. I'm lost, man. I'm lost. Like, and like these guys, I don't know. I don't really, maybe we can stop for a second and check them out, but it's weird. Yeah, so they also have like human skin. So I don't know. But look at that, 100 points. It's glorious. I can feel the glitch starting there, so I'm gonna zoom on by that. But in the prototype, I had the hardest time getting through this area. And there's a pretty massive difference in the ship. I'm excited for y'all to see it if you haven't already. It's funny, going backwards, some of the stuff is easier to do, some of it's harder. I can see it going both ways. But yeah, this is really fun. Dude, man, he really does great Spyro 1 mods. It makes it actually, like, changes the game. Crap. If I didn't have free flight, I would have been screwed. Oh boy. Come on. Now, you know I ignited that. You rat bastard. There you go. One dude was missing. I must have got him already somehow. But yeah, I thought that the gems were just like color changes. But they are also point changes. And I feel like that's a fun opportunity, guys, for speedruns, okay? Because think about this, alright? And I'm talking like silly speedruns with friends. I'm sure that it's also a challenge for actual speedrunners. But when I would play like speedruns back in the day with my friends, you know, coming up with goals was like, oops, the main thing. The main, like, you know, the fun thing, right? Of like, how can we make this unique? Okay, well now, if we wanted to, make all the gems in the game orange. Orange gems are only worth 3 points. So you could do a goal of like, first person to 500 gems, or first person to 1,000 gems means something completely different now. Like, normally, like, you would just scope out your levels like, oh, well, this level has 500 and this level has 300, so I'm gonna go there first and blah 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 and whatever. But now you'd kind of have to like do the math, or you could just like blind run it and guess and kind of see. I just think that'd be so fun. That'd be so freaking fun. And I haven't tested it yet to see if the green gems, like what their point value is, or magenta or any of the other colors now. I just went with what I thought was pretty, but yeah, there's so much stuff you can do with it that makes it unique. And that's why I love Pete's Gauntlet, because it's just so different. But this one you have more control and like you kind of get to dictate it, which I think is really cool. So let's go to my favorite, one of my favorites, Dreamweavers. And because you start at the end of the level, we will also start the homeworld. We will also start the levels backward. So of course, you know, the first place we end up is Jacques. So we will go to Jacques. Yeah, so okay, Terry, going for everything you say, be careful. My game froze out once I reached the Artisan homeworld. Ooh, okay. Well, we'll see how far we make it, Terry. Fingers crossed, but thank you for the heads up. I honestly should probably do some save states. Glad you said that. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna see what my hotkey is so I don't have to exit. Hotkey for duck station. Save state. So I don't have to exit full screen, hopefully. F2? Hopefully it worked. I don't know if it did, but I hit it, so. Just in case, here. Ignore the border for a second. I'm gonna do an actual save state just in case, yeah, because it didn't do it. Didn't figure it did. I don't think I have a hotkey set up. Alright. Let's go into Jacques. Mr. Wizard, I'm glad that you and S-Blank are getting along. He's freaking hilarious. Very funny guy. What else we got going on here? Good point about them not being green. Yeah. Yeah, I never, like, thought about it before, guys. It was kind of mind-blowing to think about. Also, I didn't really think about the fact when we start backwards, like, if I'm not using free flight, you really have to calculate your glides. I mean, I guess from up here, if we're trying to trigger Jacques, we would just glide down here and then go back. Which we can do. Technically. Whoop! Shoot. But yeah, I definitely had to turn some, like, quality settings down a little for this to run better on my computer. Especially while streaming, because I don't want to take any chances. I'd rather the quality be a little less perfect and come through clearly than vice versa. Since we have homing gems on, I thought that would have counted for that, but maybe not. I also have duck station, so that is good to know. You guys, we should talk about techie stuff in my server. Like, I would love to see what y'all's settings are and, like, what tips you have for, like, CPU usage, because I literally have to just Google all of that stuff, and I honestly am, like, really hardcore still learning about it. But I'd be intrigued to see what your settings are and like what tips you have. Because yeah, recording I usually don't have much trouble, but streaming I have to watch, you know, where I have a gaming laptop, it gets hot. I did recently get a USB, God, I hate these ladies. A USB, oh, what do they call it? It's like the thing that offloads from your, you plug it into the wall and your computer, and it takes the power pressure off your CPU, which is cool, but yeah. Speaking of these ladies, these giant pansies, they will be featured in a video that I'm hoping to get done before Halloween. Another Spyro Reddit Reads video. So, all I'm gonna say about it is it's gonna be spooky themed, but we'll see if it gets done in time. If not, I think it's still evergreen, but it'll be fun. It's my only thing about streaming, I love it, but I also am like, man, I need to be working on editing and recording too. But, you know, we'll get there. The balloonist is very mysterious. And you know, I never paid attention to their names until recently. Sorry, I saw the game getting a little laggy and I was like, should I do a save state again? Don't know. We'll give it a little bit more. I will do one probably every few levels, that way we don't lose too much, but I think where we have so many cheats and we're able to skip around, it's not as scary as like crashing in Pete's Gauntlet. But yeah. Yeah, we're good, Mr. Wizard. Cats are doing great. They're all napping right now. They're living their best life. Big sleepy. Here's my favorite level, probably of all time. Lofty Castle. If I had to pick, I would probably say that. I saw that Adam the Dragon has a pretty cool level in the works that looks to be roughly Dreamweaver's color palette-y. Don't know what the exact theme's gonna be for sure, but pretty excited. Starting in Lofty Castle backwards is super weird. This is cool though. Oh, look at the skybox, guys. Look at it breaking. That's so funny. That's another thing I noticed. I don't know if it's emulator related, but in Spyro 1 stuff, especially like mods, I get a lot of broken skyboxes. What do you guys think these things are? I always call them chicken pigs because they look like chickens and pigs at the same time, but I gotta wonder what the concept was. Let's see. Your download didn't work. Knuckles, is that a Sonic fan game, Mr. Wizard? Or is it an actual game? I still have never played Sonic, and there are so many games out there. I can't keep up. I don't know what they are, but they look like those chicken pigs taste good fried. Not a Dry Canyon reference. What's the name of that dragon? Pinch of salt. Love that guy. He's got such a good, just relaxed outlook on life. Oh man. This is such a good song. I know, the atmosphere, the skybox, the song, like, the whole shebang, guys. Sorry, my eye is itching. I just love it. Love Lofty Castle. Lofty Castle, and for whatever reason, High Caves was always one of my favorites. And it still is. But like, I don't know why, really. Especially because I was really afraid of spiders when I was a kid. Like, less so now. But it kind of surprises me that it's a favorite, but it is. For me, the homeworld, like, option is clearly between Dreamweavers and Magic Crafters. I just can't ever pick which one I like better. I think I end up saying Magic Crafters at the end of the day, but man, it's hard. I just love both of them so much. Hey, Matthew! Yes, a new Spyro ROM hack. Everything reversed and also a really cool cheats menu. Very exciting. Alright, let's go. The free flight thing is kind of like, I'm having fun with it. Like, which way should I go? Okay. Let's go here. What's funny about getting out of the whirlwind when you have Superfly on is you just keep going. That was really epically terrible. Let's go. Let's go again. Cool. I just love this color of blue. I still tried to treat it as a jump chest, and this purple is really pretty too. It took me, like, becoming an adult to realize that gems in Spyro 1, 5 corners are blue, and then Spyro 2 and 3, they're purple. And that, like, blue gems don't exist in both games and purple gems don't exist in both games. That totally, like, blew my mind. I would have actually done, but I was busy. Yeah, so it's kind of cool seeing, like, what they're calling the teal color with the purple in Spyro 1. And then just the different gem counts. Also, like, there's places we can just go stand that we have never stood before. Ooh, I wonder if we can get up here. This is... oh, that is... okay, well, maybe. Could potentially land there. Is that solid? It does the roll! I love that they did that, and, like, there was even, like, a chance of somebody getting up there. Ah, yeah, the roll. Okay. It's one of my favorite things. Ooh, this looks like a nice platform. Is just landing places that, like, you're not supposed to be able to get. So, in addition to it being in reverse, it's just fun to, like, check everything out. Anywho. Lofty Castle's pretty slick. I think that's the gist of everything different. We could continue, but I'll grab the stuff while we're here. Oh, happy Canadian Thanksgiving, by the way, Terry. Do you guys celebrate your Thanksgiving like with pretty much like the same foods and stuff that we do, like turkey, mashed potatoes, sweet potato casserole, all that stuff? Thanksgiving's coming up for me. I actually have a concert the day before Thanksgiving. I'm very excited. It's a band I've been wanting to see for a long time, but their tour just kept not lining up with my area, but I'm finally getting to see Spirit Box, and I'm very excited. Mr. Wizard, that's not an offensive question. We proposed to each other, actually. So, I mean, we just had, like, a serious talk of, like, you know, when we were gonna do it, and when we were ready to do it, and kind of just both expressed that that was something that we wanted to do, and we wanted to do it different ways for each other, so that's how we did that. Also, I do know of women who have proposed to men. Not that that's, like, conventionally as common, but it definitely is a thing. Let's see. Same foods, turkey, ham, roast beef, mashed potatoes. I did not mean to, talk to him yet, but we'll do that. Corn on the cob, nice. I love Thanksgiving food. It's one of my favorites. Which band? Yes, Spirit Box. Spirit Box. One of my favorite bands right now. Love them so much. Okay, I'll read this real quick and then I'll hop back to the chat. So, How freaking cute. Amos says, my brother is holding another performance in Lofty Castle. My brother is holding another performance in Lofty Castle. Should we go to Lofty Castle? Wait, did we just do that? I just did go to Lofty Castle. I didn't see his brother. I didn't see his brother. Huh. Rescue 15 dragons so I may have a heroic tale to tell him. Freaking cute. Okay, well, we can definitely rescue 15 dragons. But yeah, Ms. H, I saw your comment about I wrestled a bear once. So I was telling Shayna about that because I actually didn't listen to I wrestled a bear once, and I looked them up, and like their vibe is so different from Spirit Box. It like totally shocked me that that was her. Yeah, so funny. I love Spirit Box so much though. The new song with Poppy and Evanescence has blown my mind because Evanescence is a big favorite band of mine. They've been my favorite since I was like 10. So seeing Spirit Box and Evanescence on the same track was like so cool. So yeah, I'm a metalhead at heart, but I also, my other favorite band, obviously, you can probably tell by my hair, is Paramore. Love Hayley Williams. She's got some really good, deep tracks out on her own right now, and I recommend them. Hi, a new chatter. I'm excited about this. Okay, let me get past these little demons, and, which in all seriousness, I feel really sad about killing the dogs in Dark Passage. Like, not in that version, because ew, but in their baby version, I hate. That sound is so sad. Yeah, so there's that. But, so, do you pronounce your name Giada or Giada? Or neither of those, and I did a terrible job. But it's so nice to see you. Thank you for commenting, and I love that you proposed to your fiance. That's badass. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I think, like, I'm all for breaking all the gender norms, so that's just me. Gotta do what works for your relationship, you know what I mean? Okay. Getting a little glitchy up in here. Let's get this horrible, worst part of the entire game over with. Oh, that's so sad. It's, like, awful anyway, but back-to-back like that? Terrible. But yeah, for anybody that's coming in, thanks for coming in. We are playing the reverse Spyro mod. Basically what that means is exactly what it says. You start the game backwards, and each level starts backwards. And in addition to everything being in reverse, you have all kinds of cool cheats. That's why you're seeing like weird colored gems, and Spyro is red right now because he has Super Flame, which means he can torch through metal and all kinds of stuff you can't normally do. We also have the free flight cheat on. There are other cheats like Supercharge that you can just turn on at any point, which is really cool. See, here's Super Flight. We can kind of skip over stuff because we're rich and we don't have to collect everything in this live stream. But yeah, like I said, if you're interested in watching this versus playing it, or you just like watching my videos, I will be doing a full playthrough of it as a Let's Play. Probably different ones with different settings too over time. So, you know me, I'm always looking for new ways to make Spyro content Let's Plays. I got a little dog is here! Okay, cool. Thank you for confirming on the pronunciation. I always feel bad totally butchering people's names, and my Appalachian accent does not help. But I'm glad to hear that. Okay, now we gotta remember. Oh yeah, we gotta go to the end of the level. That's kind of funny. I think I see animation here. It is super awesome, dude. It's so cool. It's like completely reinvented Spyro 1, and what I was saying like earlier to everybody is it would be so much fun for speedrunners, and like even casual speedrunners, right? Like let's say me and my friend want to set a goal. We can make all the gems in the game orange, which means they're only worth 3 points, and then do like a speed run to like the first to 1,000 gems, because it completely like changes the game and like evens the playing field. So you kind of have to like, I don't know. I think it could be so much fun. Oh my god, you got big really fast. Excuse me, gotta go. So yeah, there's Dark Passage, guys. And the exit portal is at the beginning. Very cool. It is okay, I think it would be more challenging. I see, I'm responding to you, I got a little dog, which again is one of my favorite usernames. But, I think it would be more challenging if I wasn't using the cheats that go along with it. And maybe we can test that out in, like, a certain level, if you guys want, throughout the stream. We still have Haunted Towers left, so let's go that way. And I can grab this dragon. And I'll probably stop for a second and do a save state again, just to make sure we kind of keep things rolling smoothly. So let's do that. Save state here, and we are good. Back into full screen. Alright. But yeah, I think it would be more challenging without the cheats, because I do have this free flight cheat enabled. So, of course, when that's enabled, that helps a ton, because you can kind of just F around it and do whatever. Women can propose to men during a leap year. That's so funny. I've never heard that. Also, we start on the top of the freaking castle, because when you set this up, you will see, and I don't know what's wrong with my skyboxes, they're breaking. But when you set this up, you'll get the option actually to start here instead of down here, because something happens that can like mess things up, so it gives you the option to be spawned from the castle. Also, because we have Super Flame on, we already have what we need to get the knights, which is cool. So that's fun. But yeah, there's so many different ways you can play this mod, and I think like my final answer of like whether, you know, whether or not like it's more challenging, well, in ways it's easier if you use cheats, but if you don't use the built-in cheats that are in the mod, it would probably be a little rough. Because like I said, there's places that I've ended up at that I'm like, man, if... Did you see? We already collected 500 gems. If I didn't have super flight, I would be stuck, right? So you kind of have to think strategically about that kind of stuff. And you might even have to turn on cheats at some point. So... yeah. I love that you guys are like talking it up. It's beautiful. I love seeing a busy chat. What have I missed? Let's see. English equivalent is Jade. Oh, nice. Feel free to use that. Cool. I can do that to avoid butchering the pronunciation, if that's cool with you. Ooh, yeah, I love turkey. Turkey is a vibe. Turkey with gravy, too. Like brown gravy. Like dinner gravy. It's really good. What else have I missed? S-Blank is here! What is up? Wait till I see Terrace Village. Ooh. Oh, you know what? I know why you're saying that. I feel like I know why you're saying that. But maybe I don't. Maybe I'm projecting my own Terrace Village traumas. Oh. See, if you fall, super fly, save your life. Pretty cool. Haunted Towers is a pretty good level. I kind of don't think about it a lot. And lately I've grown to appreciate it more. Is it anyone's favorite? Does anyone here think that Haunted Towers is the best level? I'm curious. Okay. Sometimes I genuinely forget that I don't have to talk 24/7 on the stream, but this is who I am. I get nervous. I get nervous. So fun fact, Terry, I'm torn. So sometimes I'll watch like a little bit to prep myself, but I usually go back and watch videos after I finish stuff to avoid spoilers, and then if I need help, I'll watch it before. And I did not make it far practicing this before the stream. I honestly just went through the Nork Nexus and I was like, okay, I can do enough to stream it. So you're getting like a lot of my like in real-time reactions. So I'm curious to see what this is. I'm kind of scared. Kind of scared. We skipped a whole section of Haunted Towers, I just realized, but it's okay, because we're rich, like I said. I have an emergency applesauce if I get hungry. These are definitely not eco-friendly, unfortunately, but I don't know if you guys have ever seen these, but they have fall flavors right now. This is a caramel apple flavored applesauce. I think it sounds pretty freaking fire. Okay, I'll readjust, get a little bit more comfortable. Let's see, how many dragons do we have? We have 19, which means we can go. Now, is there anything different about the flying levels? Or are they exempt? They're exempt, right? I don't think that anything happens with them. But y'all tell me if I am incorrect, please. Please, please. But Jade, I'm glad that you're here because I get really excited about having new people that comment. Okay, this is cool. Thank you for giving me a tale to regale my brother with. I've actually never heard of that word before, and I was an English major. Ms. H, can you help? Did I say that right? I've never heard that. I assume I did, because I assume it's meant to rhyme with tail. But I actually have never heard that word. Anyway, jump in the basket if you'd like to see the famous swamps. I love that the dialogue changes. This is so cute. Okay, flying levels are the same. Cool. I'm not gonna bother with them then. Not gonna bother with them. Adam. The best hidden secret area. Which level were you talking about, my friend? Because my blabbermouth saw the comment a little late. I guess we start with Metalhead, right? I think, okay. Thank you, Ms. H. I've never heard that word in use before. I don't think. If I have, I don't recall. One of my songs is called Lady Jade. Oh, that's cool. Ooh. Now this is a pretty cool start area, and look at that. I never see. Oh, Haunted Towers, totally, absolutely. Okay. Wow. This, yeah, so, sorry, I lost my train of thought. I get really distracted. So, in starting in reverse, you notice things like you don't normally think about. Like, I would never even have thought to look up in this room with the vortex, but because we started there, it's the first thing I did, and what a pretty picture with the skybox. Literally. Like, you get the moon. Oh my god, S-Blank, thank you so much. That's so nice. I appreciate you, my dude. That's awesome. Money laundering operation complete! Hey, you're helping me get to that first payout. Where I'm not monetized yet, all my AdSense money is just donations right now, and you can't, pull that until you get 100 USD. So, I'm still not there yet. I'm sure once I get monetized it'll eventually build up from ads, but, I think I'm in the 30s right now from donations, so I appreciate every freaking donation. You rock. Money laundering, that's so funny. Your bread joke earlier in the Discord server had me dying. I was like actually crying. Bread bracelet. It's really good, guys. If you want like somebody that's like way funnier than even me, I'm kidding. I'm not that. I wish I was funnier, but join my Discord server because S-Blink here should be a professional comedian. I was at the dentist the other day waiting to get a root canal, mind you, nervous wreck, and I was in my Discord server to pass the time. How the hell would you do this without Superfly, by the way? Anyway, and dude's comments was making me laugh. Look at this. There was like a laser shooting through the door. What the frick? What the frickin' frick? Oh no. We're freezing up, guys. Oh, you can see it glitching up there. Okay, hold on. Let me save state. I'll save state. That way, if we crash, I can load the state and then just exit this level. Oh, yeah. It's definitely glitching. Okay. Hold on. Oh my god! You guys see this? What the heck? What the heck? Okay. Exit level. Oh no, is that gonna carry over? Why is it gonna look like that? Please something fix it. For the love of God. He's just infinitely loading now. Oh, this is so funny. Oh, you know what? Clifton said something earlier that I totally missed while we're sitting here in this weird frozen state. Shoot. I think it's so far gone that I'm not gonna find it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dylan. I know you said something to me about Crash Bandicoot. Okay, I think this is shot. So let's load the state. And exit the level before it gets weird. Oh no, see, it's already getting weird up there. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. No, it ain't gonna work. Okay. Let me try this state where we had 17 dragons. And here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back to Beastmakers. And we're going to take a different path. I think I can break some stuff. Okay. I'm back in the chat and I'm going to find this message. Here we go. Dylan earlier said, so I have been living under a rock and apparently Steam has the Lucky 7 bundle that includes the Spyro trilogy, Crash Insane trilogy, and Crash Bandicoot 4. Oh, nice. Dude, it probably will go on sale because they also did, like, I got Crash 4. I think I got, for the Switch did it with just Crash Bandicoot, and I got, like, Crash 4, the Insane trilogy, and Nitro Fueled for, like, 20-30 bucks. It was stupid, like, how many games I got for such a small amount, but yeah, it's definitely worth it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is bypass, well, if it'll let us. You can see it glitching. Look at that. Look at that. We're gonna bypass the man himself. Whoa. And get out here this way. Because that was absolutely not gonna make it. Not gonna make it. Ooh, that was a pretty good shot. Okay, anyway. Just see what the demons tell me, oh my god. The bread bracelet thing about the air and the bread loaves, that was so funny. Pay win my way to #1. Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize that that made people rank higher. Yeah, severe out-of-body experience. That did escalate quickly. I'm glad you did too, because save states are gonna be our best friend right now. Holy soft lock, that's right. This is crazy. Every time I play Crisis and Chronolia, oh no. Does your computer not handle it well? Spirit? For some reason, like I said, I only have this issue with Spyro 1 mods and prototypes. So far. I've never had the freezing or the locking on any of the other Spyro games, so I don't know, guys. I did adjust the settings and tried to turn things down so it didn't get so, like, overwhelmed, but... Oop. I knew he was gonna get me. It was just a matter of time. So, I think... let's return home. I love seeing the, like, different locations of that stuff. Also, it's time to bring out my applesauce. I felt like I've been streaming for an hour. Yeah, it's time for the applesauce. But anyway. The caramel apple is bomb. So, if you're health conscious at all, like I kind of have to be, because like I said, I had a root canal, so I try to be mindful of my dental health. These applesauces by Mott's are no sugar added. And this one tastes like, have you guys ever had, let's talk about Halloween and spooky stuff for a bit. We are in Beastmakers, it's kind of spooky looking. Have you ever had those caramel apple Halloween suckers that they always give out during like trick or treat? They're very 2000s-esque, but they're green with like caramel in them, and they're made to taste like caramel apple. That's exactly what this caramel apple applesauce tastes like, and I'm living for it. I'm more of a chocolate person. More of a chocolate person when it comes to sweets, but those caramel apple suckers are very nostalgic. Speaking of nostalgia, I have all kinds of things to ask you guys about. Oh my gosh. Because there's like some things that I feel like are generically nostalgic that everybody can relate to, and then some things I'll ask people about and they don't know what I'm talking about. So we did talk about Yogos before in my Spyro 3 stream. So there's those. They were like these little, they called them yogurt bites, but they were like these gummy things with like a hard, not hard shell on the outside, but kind of like a harder shell, chewy on the inside. Anyway, I've told y'all a funny story before about how I found one of those like 20 years later that had somehow gotten into like my Lego set when I was a kid, and it hadn't even molded, which is horrifying. But anyway, the other thing I was going to ask you guys about is, have you ever had the white chocolate, usually white chocolate, sometimes I think they do regular chocolate, but they were usually white chocolate that sometimes they'd be dyed or whatever to look like a pumpkin or something, but white chocolate on like a sucker stick? Because I was trying to tell somebody about that the other day, it may have been Shayna, and they were like, what are you talking about? And I was like, what? You've never had like the white chocolate? It's like clearly they used like a candy mold to make like a shape, and then they just put it on a sucker stick and you just ate the chocolate off the sucker stick, and they would like wrap it for like, usually for Halloween. I guess we're getting, yeah, we were getting the thief animation. Let's do another save state, just to be safe. Better to be safe. Save. Cool. But, yeah, anyway. I'll let those questions simmer for a minute. Physical copy reignited costs a paperclip and a grain stand for Xbox One. Oh, that's so funny. Soft locked, yeah. My eyes are failing me, guys. I don't know. They're like really tired, but I forgot to bring my glasses in here. Tempt fate by drinking lethal doses of diet soda. 0 calories, but sustains the sweet tooth. Yes. I do a lot of like stevia and monk fruit sweeteners. The only like artificial one I sometimes don't hate the taste of is sucralose, but Marcus, if you're here, I know you have opinions about sweeteners, or if you watch this back. Applesauce, I got apple pie. Can't compete with that. Can't compete with that. That's amazing. Do you guys like pecan pie? Like I said, I'm more of a chocolate person, but my mom has made a pecan pie before. Also a, well shoot, a double layer pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving. So freaking good. So I have an idea for treetops that I'm going to show you guys when we get there. And I don't know how it will turn out because I have not tested it. But I think it could be funny and fun. So we're gonna give it a shot in a second. One says, never had white chocolate on the stick, but it sounds good. It was really good. I remember... Oh! I didn't even think about the exit vortex being there, guys. I promise I will go back to treetops. I'm not done with treetops. That's so funny. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Pecan pie is good. You know, have you ever heard anybody call it pecan pie? We don't do that here. But I have heard that it can be a southern thing to call it that. I call it pecan. Pecan. Alright. So, here's one thing I'm curious if we can ever get this guy early. Nope. Okay. It literally just physically does not let you. That's not the fun thing I was gonna do, though. Thankfully. Thankfully. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. There it is. Yeah, I know, that vortex just scared the absolute heck out of me. Okay. I want to get over here to the first supercharge, the main supercharge section. I'm gonna give something a try. I'm curious, yeah, oh, you know what? Actually, S-Blank. Talking about sweet potatoes. What are y'all's opinions on them? Because they seem to be a very controversial food. I love them, okay? And I love them just buttered like a baked potato. I also love them sweet with like brown sugar, marshmallows, the whole shebang. But a lot of people don't like them, so I'm curious what you guys think. Okay, we're gonna do the red supercharge. If you guys were here at the beginning, you know this is absolutely insane, and I'm gonna see if we can just instantly get to this one. Oh my gosh, we can. Guys. Oh, that was so cool. So you can literally skip all that stuff. Is that fire green? Does it always look like that? That looks like it's tinted different, but again, I tend to make things up, but it looks like it matches this guy. Am I crazy? Also, did I accidentally turn the animations back on?
That was quite a ride, Spyro.
Guess I did.
You've learned a lot since you were a young glider.
How many times are you trying to get me to yell at you over sweet potatoes? Oh yeah, we talked about this before, didn't we? I like them. I can't help it. Not a fan of sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes, I don't mind them. Pretty good with Frank's Red Hot. Interesting. See, I am a baby back B word and really struggle with spicy stuff, if that's what Frank's Red Hot is. Is it a hot sauce, Terry? Oh my god, the supercharge. Bro! It's freaking insane. And then when you do Superfly after it, you're like, so fast! Oh my god. Nuts. Freaking bizarre. Okay. Anyway, let's turn that off for a second. And then also fix, yeah, see, I keep accidentally turning things off. I'm gonna use my directional pad. Disable that, and then keep the... Let's see, let's make yellow gems green. Or wait, yeah, we can do that. And then magenta orange. I want to see what the green ones end up looking like, what their vibe is. I'm a very disgruntled parent right now. You know what? As much as I'm saying that I love sweet potatoes, I can't tell you the last time I ate one. Like, I don't really keep them. I kind of do associate them with steakhouses and Thanksgiving. So... I did go through a phase of buying them a lot, but it's been a while. Oh, so green's still worth 2. Interesting. I don't know if I want to keep that then. It's hot sauce. So Terry, do you like... So everybody I know that likes hot sauce that isn't a baby back bitch like me, they like it with like scrambled eggs and like on eggs. Do you like it on eggs or do you like eggs? I do like eggs. I'm just picky about like when I eat them. But now I'm thinking maybe I'll eat some tonight because I do have chickens that lay eggs. I don't buy eggs from the store. I have my own chickens that do it because yeehaw. Oh, Spirit says the fire was green because they are roasting nasty Nork. You already defeated! Okay, when I first started reading that until I finished it, I thought it was like actual lore. Spirit, you said it so confidently that I was like, oh, after you beat Nasty Nork, the fire turns green? Oh, that's funny. You about got me. You about got me. Okay, Misty Bog. Controversial, potentially, opinion, I think, okay, I think Misty Bog is my favorite Beastmaker's level. I think. Haven't 100% decided on that, but I think it is. I know some of you already know your favorites, but for those who are new, or if you want to repeat them, because I just love to talk about it, what's your favorite Beastmaker's level? I know Treetops is just a classic, like, it's so memeable, it's also very memorable as a kid, for better or worse. But I think it's Misty Bog for me. Even with the terrifying trees and the annoying frogs. I think that's how I feel. I think that's how I feel. S-Plank says, I was dared into eating a spoonful of 200,000 Scoville sauce? That was the last thing I ever tasted. Now my mouth is no more. Oh man. I don't know exactly what kind of hot sauce that is, but honestly, even if it was like the mildest hot sauce, I would be hurting, so I can't even imagine. So here's something that I'm curious about if you're not using cheats. This whirlwind isn't triggered yet. So I guess the goal is to use the cheats, essentially. I mean, I don't know that you could get away with not using them. Unless you go up this way. I guess you could go up this way back around and trigger it. You could do that. You could do that. And as you can see with the Super Flame cheat, I don't have to use jump chests properly, but of course you can turn that off if you don't like it. I don't know, I think I included, when I set this stream up, I'm pretty sure I included the website with the link for this, for anybody who does want to play it. I promise you, if you're not very tech savvy, really, I always say his name wrong. Husbjörn is how I'm gonna say it, that's the best I can do, guys. Makes his mods really easy to install. I don't really understand, like, the fanciness of it, but the way I can explain it to you is when you download it, you just double click it, and there's this automatic, like, patcher that comes up that asks you questions. You just hit, like, Y or N for yes or no until you're done, and then it creates the file for you, and then if you are an emulator user, you will just take the file it creates, put it in your ISOs, and then you can start the file. Or you can just start the file from wherever it saves it with your chosen emulator. I use DuckStation, but yeah, you can play this very easily, I promise. Now, whether your PC can handle it or not, I don't know. I do have a gaming PC. Well, I have a gaming laptop, which is imperfect in many ways because, you know, they get hot. The CPU stuff is the biggest problem, I feel like, with a laptop, but you freaking turd. Get out of here. Ooh, that was a little skippy. A little bit skippy. But yeah, you can play this if you would like and mess with it, whatever. I would really like to do some speed runs. I need to figure out like a good way to set that up with some of you guys that are interested in it. I think it'd be really fun to get the footage if any of you have, you know, the capability to like record on your computer. We could get some stuff done and edit some, and I think it would be fun. I've been in discussion with it with some of my friends, and I think we're gonna bring some fun runs back and just have them on my channel, so we'll see. But this would be a perfect opportunity. Last thing we want to do is go in there without sparks. So, we're probably not going to. We need to find some fodder. But, as I said before, you can go back around this way. That will then, surely, trigger the whirlwind, right? It didn't? That's funky and weird. Thought it would. Okay, well, just kidding. Just cheat. Just cheat. That's the motto. Okay. This is also really funny to see this from the outside because, first of all, what is this mysterious liquid? Like, is it tar? Is it swamp water? And then seeing it from the side here, where it looks like, oh, those are walls, but also it's just like sitting on top of them. Wow. Okay, we're gonna break the game. We gotta go back. Oh my gosh, wait. Guys, we could land on this one! Oh, that makes me want to cry. I'm so excited. That's one of my favorite things ever. See if we can get up here. Something else I like to explore anytime anybody mods. Oh, yes! Spyro with free flight. Like, thanks to Funbaroness for adding that Omniswapper mod, and thanks to Terry for setting it up for me. Best thing ever to be able to have free flight. And now we have it in Spyro 1, which we do in Pete's Gauntlet, but of course you're timed in Pete's Gauntlet, so it's a little bit more pressure, but with this, we can just mess around and go wherever the frick we want to go. It's amazing. Thank you, by the way, to those who are new here, who are new commenting, and helping me reach my goals with trying to get these 1,000 subs. You guys are freaking stellar, and I appreciate you. I'm glad you're here and you're enjoying the content. Now, where is... Here we go. Let's get this chicken and get out of here. Okay, so... Oh, wow, I missed a lot. Yes, scrambled eggs. I do like fried eggs too, but scrambled eggs are pretty awesome, especially with like cheese in them. Fabulous. I'm gonna catch up on the chat for a second because I missed a lot. Juan says eggs depend on what they're with, like burritos and such. Standalone, not so much. Totally get that. Egg sandwich? Okay, I don't know if this is just an Appalachian thing, but an egg sandwich, so you fry an egg, you put it on the bread, and you add mayo. Freaking awesome. So simple. I know it sounds weird and gross, especially because like mayonnaise is made from eggs, so it's kind of funny, like a funny concept to eat an egg sandwich with a condiment that is made from the same thing. But just trust me, if you like mayonnaise and you like eggs, you will probably like an egg sandwich. If you don't like one of those two things, you probably will not. Don't try it. But otherwise, I highly recommend it. Wait, I need to test a few things out. First of all, hello. The stump. I'm gonna get back to the chat in a second, I promise. Another stump. And then I want to see if I can land in the center of this. Because that would be so cool. Oh, you can't! That literally would have been stellar. But yeah, to answer y'all's question from earlier, which we saw this in Dreamweavers, but yes. Balloonists are at the beginning of the level, which for me, where I've been playing the prototype, isn't super confusing because they're actually at the beginning and end of the level in the June 15th prototype. But let's go to Terrace Village and see, Terry, what you're warning me about. When I get in here, I'm going to do a save state. Treetops is your favorite, Jade. Blade. Oh, what the freak? Okay, I see what you're talking about. And I think... Whatever happened to you might be happening to me because I can't pause. So we're not doing a save state right now. We're just gonna rely on the last one I had. What? I can jump and I can flame, but my little mouth is not making flame. I can charge, but I can't pause. What? What is this? What do I do? What do I do? Okay. Hold up. I hate Misty Bog. Running the game hitless and Misty Bog is impossible hitless. So true. Those freaking frogs, man. Very difficult, yes. Okay. The tongue of those frogs are shorter than what's to certain people in the world. Oh my god, I wasn't expecting that. Speedrunning last night. Okay. I missed a lot, holy crap. I'm stuck. And I can't pause. So what we're gonna have to do is load a save state, which is unfortunate because I haven't done one since Treetops, which is fine. I guess we can just skip over Misty Bog and at this point. I'm gonna do a save state again before I enter. Okay, and we're gonna try it one more time. Do you think turning the cheats off does anything, or is it just... Blave Sun, did this happen to you? It happened to Terry, it's happening to me. Did it happen to you? Did you play this yet? Okay, new save state. We're gonna try it. I'm gonna enter from this side, because I think last time I entered from the back. Save state before you enter. Level will be glitched out once you enter. If you can find a way to die, everything will return to normal. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna try to die. Use free flight on reignited with level storage, and I'm in love with the dark hollow background. It's amazing. Ooh, that's fun. Haven't played the mod, Blade says. Okay. Okay. Spyro is imprisoned in the void for all his crimes of theft and Avalar. That is so funny. Okay. I don't even know... Wherever I'm at, it has walls. There we go. Oh. Okay. There we go. Yes! We fixed it. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Terry. We're gonna save state again. A different one. That way, if I need to go back to the other one, I can. And we are here. We made it. We made it. Thank you so much, Terry. Wow. That was intense, guys. It was not what I thought you were gonna tell me. For some reason, I thought, like, it was hard because I remember in Pete's Gauntlet, I actually got stuck here because I got, you know how in Pete's Gauntlet, if you, like, get, like, the slower speed, I could actually demonstrate it here because we have the ability to choose the speed of the game, but, I basically couldn't get to the final platform to get to the exit portal, and you have to get to the exit portal in Pete's Gauntlet runs, so, yeah. Hey, Marcus! Nothing illegal. Nothing illegal at all. Nothing illegal at all. Yeah. We are playing the Spyro reverse mod, and apparently this happened to Terry as well, but when you enter Terrace Village, the game completely glitches out, and the only way to fix it, because you can't pause and exit the level, is to either hopefully have your save state, or die, and if you find a way to die in the abyss that is occurring, then it resets the level and you can play the level, which we just figured out when you came in. Or we just got to work when you came in. Terry thankfully told me about it. Yeah. Chaos. Chaos. It's good to know, yeah. How's it going, Marcus? What's up? Terry, Marcus, both of you, anybody else that's interested, I saw all the Croc stuff, the platinum thing, and like, yeah, that's pretty cool. Although I still haven't beat the regular version, so I am slowly but surely making my way through that Let's Play. Slowly but surely. My Let's Plays that aren't Spyro get less priority. They do happen. I try to be consistent, but Spyro is like the fastest and easiest for me. So, we got a little bit of a freeze there. But yeah, Marcus, I don't know if you've seen this mod yet. People just kind of started posting about it, I think, yesterday. But in case you haven't, it is a mod where you play Spyro 1 backwards. You start at the end of the game, you start at the end of every level, and then there are also some really cool cheats. So, you've probably seen it. I know Fissure made a video, Terry's got a video out, I think Adam the Dragon streamed it today. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay. So they just added trial mode. Was that like the timer thing and stuff? I definitely would not be good at that. That's a wild cereal pack, S-Blake. Doing alright, thank you. The Croc stuff is exciting. I wonder if the time trials are going to be tough like the Platinums in Crash. I would say so, because Croc and Crash give me the same vibe. I get the same vibe from them, which is anger. Lots of anger and frustration. That's why Spyro is my game. Because I love playing Croc and Crash, but I need patience. And I don't have much of that. So Cray says, one of the coolest things about this is the balloonist dialogue changes. Wow, such a treasure hoard. Would that I were more beauteous? Oh well, shall we be off to the Magic Crafters world then? Did I miss a reference on that? I don't know what it means. But we're off to Magic Crafters. It's a very cool concept. Marcus, I was saying earlier before you came in that, like, I think it'd be really fun for us, like, anybody, in the Discord to, like, speedrun this, because I don't know if you've seen, but these are all the cheats, which I want homing gems on. I keep accidentally turning it off. Hyper Sparks, Low Gravity, Free Flight, Super Flame. Different levels of supercharge, and then also you can change the gem colors. So basically, if we changed all the gems in the game to green or orange, green is still worth 2, orange is worth 3. Can you imagine how cool it would be to do a speed run that's like first person to 500 gems or 1,000 gems, but all the gems in the game are worth the same amount, so it's harder, right? Like, I feel like that would be so much fun. So anyway, I think this would be a really good mod for speedrunning, for like casual, like friend with friend speedrunning type of thing. Fun runs, if you will. We can skip the dragons, which I do have on, and blah blah blah. So, yeah. Anyway, that's that tangent. Now we're at Magic Crafters, and I feel like I'm home. I feel like I'm home. I love Magic Crafters. And you can see, instead of here, the balloonist is there. Which in this wraparound styled level is easy to see pretty quick. And we would start with Blowhard backwards, which I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work with him. I don't know how that's going to work with him. Magic Crafters animation, hey! Yes! I know. Oh? Y'all see that? We rolled right off that cliff. Okay, we're starting. Yeah, we're starting here. Is Blowhard here, or is he gonna be at the beginning? So how should we do that, you think? What do you guys think? Should I just glide down there, or should I try to go backwards? The balloonist having an existential crisis. I think that's what was happening. I don't know if that was intentional or what. but he was not okay. S-Blank says that the blimp operator expressed their delight at thine recovery of hardware from the various meadows. Think I should glide? Oh, well, you know what? I got that late and I'm down here now. But, kind of the same concept, because when we get here, there he is. So I guess that's what we're meant to do, and then we kind of have to backtrack here. So, I don't know. Sorry, I'm on low latency, and sometimes I forget that. I'm kind of scared to stream without low latency, because I'm afraid my internet will, like, cry. I don't think it will, but it might. And if it cries, I cry. And if I cry, we don't get to play Spyro. Okay, well, there's the exit portal already, so there's that. That was an excellent explanation, S-Blank, thank you. I'm really happy that I completely understand what's going on now. Hey, Tiger Drums! What's up? So, the reverse mod is you start the game backwards, and then also you start every level backwards. And then there's also a menu full of cheats. These are a lot of the things that are actually randomly implemented into Pete's Gauntlet. If you have watched Pete's Gauntlet, this is made by the same creator. Things like Hyper Sparks, you can change the speed, Super Flame. That's another thing. I could do a whole playthrough of this game and do it at like 130% or whatever speed. Like, there's so much you can do. This really opens up the Let's Play opportunity. Supercharged cheats, and then, of course, here you can change, like, gems and stuff. So, yeah. I won't waste, like, a lot of time, because I know... Oh, freaking fudge. I was gonna say, because everybody that's here has already seen it, but I just wanted to show it to you real quick, but then I exited the level, so... I'll go back and try to finish it properly, just to kind of see everything, but yeah, it's in reverse. Although, I would love to see a mirrored mod. Wow, same thing as before. Upon spawning, you just roll down the mountain. I would love to see a mirrored mod. I think that would be really fun. Doofum! Don't mind me eating my caramel apple applesauce. How are you? What is up? Thanks for stopping by. Have you seen this yet? Have you played it yet? What do you think about it? If so, let me get back to where we were. This is so much fun. I really want to land on one of those, but I'm scared to. Okay, I have to hit him again. Well, daggone it. Why I don't know why that his noise makes me think of the Colossus guys, but it does. I don't know. It's not the same thing, but it's close. Love this music track also. I'm doing well, by the way, Magic Crafters Animations. How are you? Did I ask you that? I meant to earlier when we were talking about other stuff. Imagine instead of seeing Blowhard, you see Gandalf.
Who are you again?
Oh my god.
I'm out of here.
I have my brother streaming Expedition 33, Jade says, in the background. And you here with Spyro. I think I'm tripping. What a combination. I love it. I love it. Oh, that's so funny. Man, my little brain... I can't multitask to save my life. Can't multitask to save my life. Okay, here we go. So major props to you for being able to do that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. Yes, Doofin. So this is the crazy thing about this mod. When you change the gem colors, it doesn't just change the colors, it changes the worth of the gems. So, yeah. So the purple ones are worth like 100, the blue ones are worth 50, but then the orange, which is a nice fun new color, is only worth 3. I haven't messed with it to see what magenta is, But here's something we can do. Actually, it's not blue, it's teal, technically. Ah, shoot. Okay, let me find some, like, stationary gems somewhere. And see if we can, like, mess with it a little. It is really cool. It's crazy, though, because look at what the inventory screen ends up looking like. Like, we got 3,472 points and blowhard out of the 400 that's supposed to be available. See, Jade, I just recently got told by a therapist that I probably have ADHD. I have not gone to get the psychological evaluation. But finding that out at 30 years old is really, like, what the frick? Like, why didn't I know this sooner? But I've heard that that is how it is for women a lot. Because the symptoms are so different, I guess. So yeah. And I can see it in a lot of ways. I somehow turned the dragons back on. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to keep them off. It's the only thing I'm messing up a lot. I don't know what velocity tracker is. Should we turn it on and see what it does? Oh. Oh, it just shows you distance and then velocity, which I don't know how that would show up because I don't really know what that means, but wow. I'm so excited for high caves. Okay, well, I guess we can keep it on just for fun. Can't hurt anything. God, there are so many nuts falling on my house right now. I hear like 5 at once. It's early fall, and I have a metal roof and a lot of trees. My God. Literally sounds like it's not stopping, which I'm really confused about. I don't feel like that many should be falling unless it's way windier than I realized. Unless there's something else going on I don't know about. Anyway, high caves time. My other favorite level. That sounds terrible. I don't understand. But okay. Neuro-spicy people here. Amen. I have a lot of other things I am diagnosed with. Like anxiety, and PTSD, and OCD. But I try not to claim ADHD until I, like, know for sure, but I mean, I did score a 4 out of 6 on the, like, DSM test thing, so looks pretty likely. Cool that you play D&D. I've never actually sat through a full session of it, but my wife Shayna, her family does it sometimes, and she likes it. She has a podcast she listens to that is like a whole D&D story or something. But that's cool that you're planning that out. Okay. Oh yeah, PTSD too. I don't know if I mentioned that. I think mine is also complex CPTSD, but I can't remember if they confirmed either way. You're in the right place, my friend. Actually, I started so I didn't start hardcore content creation until this year. But back when I started the speedruns, I did start some series content when I was younger, in my early 20s. And I started a series that I still make today that I love, called Toasting Norks and Talking Mental Health. And I basically interview people, and then I also make episodes myself that are themed. And basically it's like a podcast, except we're playing Spyro while we talk about, like, whatever the mental health topic is. So I love to talk about mental health. That was a long-winded way of saying that. Also, you can't see the distance velocity thing anyway because I'm in the way, so I'm just gonna turn it off. There we go. That fixes that. But yeah, definitely something I am always down to talk about. I didn't even need to do that because I have Superfly on. Let's get this guy. Shoot. But yeah, you're definitely in good company. Neurotypicalness is overrated. Okay, this guy's ticking me off. I think the super flight was actually making it harder. Magic Crafters animation. For a Spyro movie, should I have some comedy elements in there? No biting through the roof fantasy thriller. Just asking because I'm producing a cartoon myself. I think, so I'm a big fan of interjecting humor when possible. I also think that it fits with Spyro because he's a silly little guy. He makes some funny jokes and he's kind of snarky and sarcastic. So I vote yes. I vote yes. And please keep us updated on the status of that because I'm really excited. I love seeing Spyro animations and cartoons and all of it. All of it, all of it. I don't know if you guys have seen this in the prototype in the June 15th, but it's wild and wacky, completely different. Anxiety's my girlfriend. Oh, Terry, that's so funny and so relatable. I definitely had it a tiny bit in elementary school, but it really hit me when I turned like 12. That's when it was just like game over. Things got bad. Not a good time. Guys, honestly, I think for this stream, I'll be able to kind of blow through all the levels. I think I can do it. It is 7 o'clock here. Oops. And I'm in Magic Crafters. So, yeah. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep going. And that way, if somebody watches it back, they can kind of see roughly the experience. Like I said, I'm not 100%ing everything. That'll be for the Let's Plays that I do of this, but yeah. But I'm glad that you guys actually like interact with and enjoy join my streams. It makes me super happy because if you didn't, I would probably just record because I actually just love recording and editing. I was always nervous about streaming because it's just like, well, I mean, I don't know. I won't say super nervous about it, but it is a little bit more intimidating because, like, yes, it's easier in the sense that you don't have to edit and whatever, but it's also like, am I entertaining people? Are people going to, like, find it worth showing up? And blah, blah, blah. So it's really cool that y'all show up, and not only do you show up, but you engage and you're actively, like, participating. I'm trying to get my chair adjusted. So, yeah, anyway. I don't hide what I have, Jade says. People usually say to me, you should not say it right away. But, I mean, why? No, I totally agree with you. Break the stigma about mental health issues. Always. Always. I'm a big believer in, being upfront about that. Because we already met the gyms. Wow. Being, oh, this is going to be awesome because we can just treat it like a flying world. Yeah, the stigma is what causes the problems because if people feel like they can't talk about it, then the symptoms obviously get worse if there's shame. I'm a big anti-shame person because guilt and shame have been like some of the biggest struggles in my life. Mostly due to religious trauma. And I'm talking guilt and shame over things that, like, I shouldn't feel bad about, you know? Crazy. So anyway, totally with you on that. Might release this month, episode 1. That is exciting, Magic Crafters animation. I'm excited. Sweet. Yes, definitely keep us posted. Sometimes YouTube doesn't do the best job of telling me about things, so definitely comment or drop it in the stream or something, or I don't know if you're in my Discord server, if you use Discord, but there's also a self-promotion section in there that we all kind of interact with each other in. If it's something you're interested in. This one's pretty, like, kind of easy and quick to clear out. Honestly. Whoop. Look at all this cash, guys. We're rich. Guess we can go grab these beasts. Get the life. That's cool that the gem... Is that an orange gem? Oh, no. I was gonna say it looked like an orange one that actually was showing up, but maybe not. Yeah, algorithm is a pain. I do a lot of testing to just see like what's working, what's not, and I swear to you, there's a few things that are consistent, but then there's other things that I swear it's just random. I swear it's just random, regardless of hashtags, thumbnails, SEO. I mean, I do a lot of SEO because that's the world I come from at work, but like even then it's not always accurate. Okay, we haven't done Wizard Peak yet, so I need to go do that. Very important. Can't miss that stop. Oh, look how pretty this is. Flying through the mountains. Until it glitches, but you know. Okay. I'm so glad. Thank you. I will definitely keep streaming, I promise. I do feel a lot better about it these days. That's pretty cool. Thank you so much, Doofin. I know, I'm ready for dinner too. That's why I'm snacking on this applesauce. I'm gonna make it through the game, because I've told myself I'm going to, but then I am chilling the rest of the night, which I kind of see this as chilling too, to be honest with you, but also I'm a rambler, and I exhaust myself when I talk, because I literally don't hush. Everybody makes fun of me in a gentle way, because I can talk. If y'all want somebody to talk, you like to listen to people talk, I'm your person. But I hope you have an amazing dinner when you do dip, because dinner's like one of the best parts of the day. Like earlier I was talking about eggs, and I'm really hit and miss. Like sometimes I like eggs, sometimes I don't. But I kind of want to do something with eggs for dinner. Also, Doofin, I don't know if I've showed you this yet, so before you leave, I wanted to show you this crazy supercharge. So you get white, yellow, orange, or red. If you do red, plus this is, like, it literally just, is that not the craziest thing ever? How fast it is? And I'm sure that it is combining maybe with this one, but like, I don't even, it's crazy. Oh gosh, and he's stuck. It wouldn't let me glide. But anyway, I had to show you that, because like, what the heck? And you can turn that on literally at any point. Literally at any point. It's crazy. Absolutely wild. So yeah, that's a pretty cool treat. And I'm sure there's all kinds of weird, wacky stuff you can do with that. I'm curious from a technological standpoint, and if Husbjörn, that was a horrible, I like lost my mouth. No. Sometimes I say it right, and then if I can't say it right, I get mad, and I have to say it until I do, but Husbjörn, I'm just gonna say it like that. I know sometimes he watches these back, so maybe he can answer, because he's really nice and great about giving me, like, tech explanations, but I wonder if any of these are things that are, like, possible to be implemented into Spyro 2 and 3, or if it's just, like, easier to do it in 1 for some reason. I'm not saying that in a complaining way of, like, I'd rather see it in 2 and 3, I just would like to also see it in 2 and 3, I think that would be cool, but I know Spyro 1 is a little bit more simple, so maybe, you know, maybe it is different, I don't know. Nice to see you too, Doofin. Have a good evening. Glacial Mountain. Oh my gosh. I loved Glacial Mountain. Such a good level. I'm so excited to see all the levels. Okay. So the only thing I'm missing is the flying world. So let's go to Peacekeepers, and then we'll check out Artisans, and then I will go make dinner. Have something more than applesauce. Okay, so again, these guys say different things. I haven't had anyone to play a game of polo with lately. Oh, this is sad. Rescue save 40 dragons. Perhaps some of them would like to play. Wait, have I not done that yet? Oh my gosh, I still need to get more dragons, guys. Okay, let me see. I don't even know where I should go then. Okay, hold on. Oh, I missed a level in... Oh, no, I didn't miss a level in Beastmakers. That was from our glitch. Oh, that's what messed me up, I bet. Okay. It's probably our best bet is Beastmakers to collect more. We have a few here we could get. We've literally got one in the homeworld I haven't gotten yet. So let's go... I think I know who that is. It's this guy, right? Yep. We'll grab him. It's kind of cool that we've got like different counts for things too. I didn't mean to talk to you. Well, actually I did. I need to go to Beastmakers. Take me to Beastmakers. So what we'll do is we'll just run through and grab like a couple, you know, dragons. We need 7 to get to Peacekeepers. So we will get 7 dragons, and then we'll run to Peacekeepers and start exploring those levels. And then I don't know what we'll have to get into the Artisans world. Hopefully not Egg Thieves, because I have not been paying attention to them. Hey JJ! Oh my god, thank you! Thank you so much. I have a blast getting my hair done. It's like a thing. I just turned 30 and I didn't do anything to my hair till I was like 26 or 27. So, once I did, I was like hooked. It's almost like how they say, like, once you get a tattoo, you have to keep getting tattoos. Like, that's how I feel about getting my hair done. It's like the one thing I do for myself that's like cosmetic. So, thank you. I appreciate it. Hi, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Yes, Terry, we absolutely do need so many more Spyro custom levels. I'm really excited with Adam's levels. They've been super cool, and he's been super quick about pumping them out, so that's awesome. But I'm also really excited to see more from him, then like also see what else is going on in... Okay, I got that one. Let's see here. Huh. That's... Okay. Trying to figure out where I donked up here. Anyway, I'm excited to see the community thing that's going on, the community mod, and also just brand new levels from other people. Good night, Jade! Oh my gosh, yay, awesome! As soon as I get off here, I'll approve your request. I'm so glad you stopped by. I loved getting to talk to you. Hope to see you soon. Bye, good night! Yeah, same, Terry, I know. So I was looking at that guide. Oh no. Please don't. I can feel it trying to crash. I think it's going to. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be really sad because I don't remember the last time I save stated, and I think it has. I think it's going to. It's definitely crashing. Shoot. I'm trying to figure out the workaround, guys. Nothing's gonna work. Dang it. Okay. I'm gonna have to load a state, which means we're gonna lose the dragons. And that was the last time I save stated. Oh my god, we need 30! Fucking hell. I'm sorry for the language, but Jesus Christ. Seriously? Ugh. Okay. I'm gonna figure something else out. Let me think about this for a minute. Tell you what. I have an idea, and I don't know if it'll work. But give me 1 second. Yes, Marcus, if you don't care to approve it, that would be fantastic. Thank you for flexing the mod. Right, so I always forget that's a thing. Alright. I think y'all know what I did. I wanted to see if the level, like, unlock all, yes. Unlock all homeworlds cheat worked in this mod, and it still does. So screw it. We are going... No. We're going to Peacekeepers, baby. We are going to Peacekeepers. You know why? Because I ain't doing all that work again. That's why. But you saw it, it happened, and we were almost there. But instead, Peacekeepers. Yes, that's right. Codes. Cheat codes. Screw it. 1440? 1494 is your year of birth? That's wild. I thought you were barely... I thought you weren't even 900 years old. Okay, so... Now I'm gonna do a new save state. Just for convenience purposes. Yeah, dude, honestly, like, it was a risk because I didn't necessarily know if it would work. That's why I didn't say anything until I tested it, but it did. And for this I am grateful. So, yeah, fair warning to everyone. You might get some crashes, maybe more than you would normally, and I don't know if that is mod specific or if it's just the emulators we're using, you know, it could be a setting for all I know. Tech people are smarter with this stuff than I am. But what I do know is save states are your best friend, and if you're going to do like a let's play or something, I would definitely recommend save stating between every episode. Just to make sure you don't have to, like, backtrack too much. Live streaming, it's harder to remember because you kind of get into it and then you forget. But yeah. Anyway. Start with Dr. Shemp. A smart cookie. That made me want cookies, actually. I always want cookies, though. It's one of my favorite, Not even 900 subscribers old. I know! That's why I was confused. Oh, this is funky. Well, technically, you could just go to the beginning of the level and complete it normally, but I'm gonna go down here, get the shemp. Oh, or not. I don't know why I did that. I'm starting to get lightheaded. I don't know why. I think it's because I don't breathe well when I live stream because I talk too much. So maybe I should take a drink of water and, like, give myself a second. I always do this close to, like, the 2-hour mark. When I get between 2 and 3 hours, I'm like, what planet am I on? Things just feel different. I'm gonna mute this so you don't have to hear this awful cup. Okay. Excellent. Breathing is a human construct? Oh, shoot! What if I just supercharged him? How would that work? Does it work on a big fella like that? My god! Lord have mercy. Get out of here. And I guess nothing else about the shemp has probably changed. We can fly around and look. Yeah. What was back there? Oh wow, I just died. Okay. Oxygen, a mere suggestion. Optional. It's optional. One of the best skyboxes ever. And I know S-Blank, you're not particularly a fan of Reignited, but I gotta say, I feel like it's probably one of my favorite skyboxes in Reignited also. I was happy that they kept the eclipse, and they kind of put their own spin on it, but yeah. Anywho, not a lot going on in here. Once you beat the boss, you're kind of just letting those guys sacrifice themselves for the cause. Now, the big mamas and their offsprings. So, we talked about Nork Nexus and how those guys, sorry, I'm tired, how those guys aren't green, which is an important detail. So, what about, so, like, the big mamas, they're orange-ish, and a lot of the Norks here are. However, Ice Cavern, we've got, like, actual ice people. Are they all Norks still? I mean, I guess they are. But their designs are different physically, kind of. I mean, this guy looks like a Nork. He makes a Nork sound. It all pretty much checks out. So, I don't know. Just curious what y'all's thoughts are. Are good things being said about something I mildly dislike? Hey, you know... Oh wow, he's stuck. You're not one of those people, but there are people that are very passionate about disliking it. I know of people, not like personally, but I know of people who hate it so much that they like just flat out have never played it. Like they wouldn't even like let themselves play it. Not really sure why, but like I would at least give it a shot personally. That's how I was with everything Spyro until Skylanders came out. Even the Legend series, even though I don't like it, I definitely gave it a shot. But good night, Spirit. Thank you so much for stopping by. I promise I'm gonna wrap this thing up soon. I'm kind of just blowing through the rest of these levels, and then going to get some dinner. But yeah, this mod's pretty cool, guys. There's a lot you can do with it. A lot of different... Oh, that's such a nice look for the exit vortex. Lots of different stuff you can do with it. Literally same blade. Literally same. Literally the same way I play it. Yeah. That's what's funny about some of these, is it's like, some of them, it's not really far off of how I originally did it. Alright. One of my favorites, Clifftown. I really love Clifftown. But yeah, I'm getting tired and lightheaded, but I'm really trying to push through because I want to like at least just see everything in the whole game. Oh no. I just got applesauce on my controller. Hold on. Please pause. Whoops. Cleaning that off real quick. Stay tuned. To be continued. Okay. Wow. Wow. What do you think about it, Terry? I mean, I know there are a lot of Spyro fans who do like it. They just say that, like, if you can look at it as not canon, it's not that bad. Either way, it's not really my play style of games. I do see conversation about, like, I admittedly partake in the poking fun at it, and not more in just like a light-hearted, joking way, not like I actually dislike people if they like Skylanders, obviously. But then I see there's a lot of discourse of like people being like, oh, we don't want to hate on it, and I get that too, but I can't help it. I just, as a child, I was so disappointed that, like, even if I let myself play through it and decided it wasn't as bad as I thought it was, it's just such a meme now for me that I can't let it go. But yeah. But I am open to people's opinions, especially people that love original Spyro as much as me. If somebody likes it, like, I do have a friend that, my friend Kyle, he genuinely enjoys Skylanders, but he also grew up with and, you know, loves the original trilogy. We are beyond rich, that's why I don't really need to fool with, like, gem collection at this point. S-Blink says, the whole phenomenon of being incapable of seeing something good is the thing you dislike, or something bad in the thing you like is one of my most hated human biases. It's not black and white, for sure. The deep lore of God, I'm not ugly. Literally, it's just like, I don't know, man. For me, it just derailed so far from what Spyro was that I just was like, nah, I can't. Really can't, like, get into that, but, you know. It had a very big fan base. And still does, so. Obviously, respect to those folks who really love it, but the one thing I will say about it, no matter what your opinion is like, I feel like we can all agree that it's not really Spyro. Like, I don't know. I think some things, like, sorry, I'm quiet, I'm just, like, thinking. I think some things can divert a little bit and be okay, like Zelda. So I personally, hot take, prefer the original, like, 3D games like Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, that kind of style, to the new open world games. I like them still, but they feel very different to me, and they lose a lot of the nostalgic charm that the originals had. But, like, I can't be so upset that it's like that, as to say it's not Zelda, because it is still, and it is still enjoyable for me to play, even though I like the originals better. So yeah, I think you can divert playstyle a little bit and it be okay, but when you go so far as to just using the character's name to create a completely different thing, that's when it just kind of upsets me, because it just feels like you're using the character to get the attention. It's almost like, have you guys ever seen when, like, a Facebook page will be like, I don't know, it'll be, let's say it's titled Hershey Candy Bars, okay? And, like, 12 billion people, not billion, 12 million people like the page. And then 20 years later, all of a sudden, the page either gets hacked or taken over, or somebody buys it, and all of a sudden it's like cat memes. And you're like, I don't remember following this page. And it's like, you didn't. You followed Hershey Candy Bars, but now you're seeing cat memes. That's kind of how I feel about Skylanders. I feel like it's like, oh, I thought this was one thing, but now it's something else. And I did like the original thing, but I don't like this thing, you know? Or maybe it's not for everybody, I guess. So that's just my thought. Again, I'm never gonna actually hate on people, and when I joke about hating Skylanders, it's really dramatized. It's like childhood hurt and pain from my favorite game never existing again that I am referencing when I do that. I'm not going to, like, absolutely crap on it to someone who likes it, if that makes sense. Hey, stop that. Don't look at me and continue. My cat is scratching my wall. Hey! Yeah, you better run, you little goober. Anywho, so Terry says, will say this about it. I was one of those that had bad things to say about it when they changed Spyro's appearance, but Crash got me into trying, and I will say it was a nice experience to try. Okay, cool. Yeah, see, that makes sense. I feel like I can, Marcus, I'm reading your posts, or your messages. I feel like I can totally get that, right? Like, giving it a shot, worth a try. Like I said, one of my friends is doing a playthrough of it, and, he's only done like one episode, I think, but I'm going to watch his playthrough as he continues it and then just kind of see. Okay, guys. Another new dialogue. So this Gosnald says, I heard some bird wranglers were looking to make an omelet. Okay, this really, today, has really shown me that I'm supposed to have eggs for dinner. It just keeps coming up. You better collect at least 8 dragon eggs to foil their plans. Well, good thing I cheated. So, anywho. Yeah. I get that, S-Blank, for sure. I mean, I will say I'm upset. And sometimes I wonder if Insomniac regrets that decision, because when I always heard as a kid, like, their reasoning was like, there was nothing else we could do with it. Like, it was just kind of done. Okay, whatever. I think that's bullshit, but whatever, you know, like, I get in the financial world, like, you have to constantly be doing something new, or, you know, whatever, but there was definitely a lot more creatively that could have been done with Spyro. Like, I think that's bullcrap. So, like, getting rid of it and then other people trying to take it over, like, obviously it was never the same after that. I do enjoy, for nostalgic purposes, playing, like, the Game Boy ones. I'm working on Let's Plays of them because I did play them as a kid, and they are completely different and infuriating. But nonetheless, I did play them as a kid, and it is nostalgic for me to go back and experience that. But, I mean, are they good? I wouldn't say they're great, you know. I am enjoying Enter the Dragonfly Definitive, because it fixed a lot of the things I didn't like about the game. But, and I did like A Hero's Tale. It's got its problems, but, I did enjoy it as a kid, but, you know, beyond that, though, it was just, those were kind of, they were definitely not nearly as good as the original trilogy. They were just close enough to the original format for me to be okay with them, I guess. Marcus, that happens literally every page I see. I think it even happened to Lab Bubble or Uniglab or something at one point. Literally, cat memes! I love that the thing I just pulled out of my butt was, like, actually an experience that you had. That's so funny. I know, it keeps happening to me, and a lot of times it happens with, like, very not safe for work accounts, and I'm like, ew, like, I'll check Facebook and I'll see this nasty-ass shit, and then I'm like, it says I like the page, I'm like, I didn't like this page, and then I realized that, like, it used to be a page I liked when I was, like, 15 and first got Facebook, because do you guys remember the phase where, like, when we were younger and we first got Facebook, we would like everything that we actually like in real life? So when I got Facebook, I would search for things I like, literally, like, I don't know, Milky Way candy bars, or, like, watching meteor showers. Like, there were pages dedicated to activities back in the day, or, like, specific niches, and you would just go like them all that way. When people clicked on your page, it would be like, Noel McDavid likes, going to concerts. Or, like, going to concerts would actually be a Facebook page. So I guess I liked a bunch of that stupid stuff when I was a kid. Here I am 15 years later, and it's being turned into porn accounts, and I'm just like... Which I probably should have censored that. YouTube's probably gonna ban this video now. For me saying the word, but yeah. Corn accounts. I said corn. All these corn accounts, and I'm like, what the frick? What the freaking frick? I didn't do this. I don't want to see that. So yeah. Fun stories. It didn't crash for me. Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot. You said it crashed for you in Artisans. I'm really mad that I didn't remember that because I absolutely should have save stated, but here we are. That's so funny. But yeah, some of these, especially the free flight, like starting backwards doesn't feel that weird, but it is kind of funny to watch the sheep. Like, when I was coming from this way, they start running before I even hit the ground, or they did. They're not anymore, though. Wait, I didn't even think about this. We can finally get behind... No, we can't. Oh, how wide is it? How big is the force field? Wait, can I go up and over it? This has always been a dream of mine, to get away from the force field. Oh, I did get around it. Okay, can I go back here? I want to see if this is solid. Oh, it's not. How freaking depressing. After all this time, is it even solid? Oh, it's solid here! That is so freaking exciting! Okay. Let me try it again. How high is it? Perfect. So all of this is solid, and then this turns into, like, no collision. Oh my god! This is so cool. I'm so excited. I always wanted to get back here, although I do wish it went further, but it's still very refreshing and exciting. So, that's cool. Alright. We'll leave and we'll check out the other levels, but yeah, sorry if anyone feels like this got anticlimactic at the end. I just want to, like, see everything. I feel like I spent a lot of time at the beginning of the game, which is actually, ironically, the end of the game. But I will be, like I said, doing different stuff with this mod. I'm really excited. I think picking, like, a theme or picking a challenge to stick with will make it even more fun than just kind of running through the levels. Now my cat's trying to get into a gift bag. She's feeling herself right now. Let's do Town Square. But, yeah, this is cool. There's an alternate universe out there where Insomniac kept making Spyro sequels that slowly deteriorated in quality, entry by entry, and Ratchet and Clank doesn't exist. Oh my goodness. That's dark. You know, I have yet to play Ratchet and Clank, guys, and I don't really know how that happened. Because it seems that everybody in our community and in the Spyro community— What are you doing? My cat is going crazy. 1 out of 6 of them is just... Everybody else is sleeping and she's like, I'm going to see how much noise I can make. But anyway, somehow... Yeah? She just came in here and yelled at me. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to say, I never played Ratchet and Clank, and everybody in this community seems to have and seems to like it that I've met. So, that I've talked to it about, at least. But, yeah. But I have never played it, and I've never played Jak and Daxter, and I am just now starting to play Banjo-Kazooie. So, I'm playing that with my brother-in-law very slowly, but I will say I really like it. It's a really, really cute platformer. Let's see if there's something different we should do with the mod before I keep turning that off. I don't mean to. We could turn the speed up and try low gravity and turn super flame off. See what that does. So that's low gravity. It's basically like the depth of a double jump, or the height of a double jump, maybe. I sped the game up a little bit with the gravity. Kind of wild. It almost feels like you're moon jumping. That was one solid jump that I did. And of course I still have free flight. Oh. That's kind of fun. Not gonna lie. And I keep accidentally turning the game animations back on. Or the dragon animation's back on. There we go. But yeah, that's kind of cool. Dang. Can't escape me, buddy boy. Can't escape me. At all. There's no way. Okay, so I guess we end here. So we just have to run through Toasty and Dark Hollow, and we will have looked at every level in the Reverse Spyro mod. But again, how you decide to play it is entirely up to you. You can do so much stuff with it. I would love to do like a full playthrough at like a crazy speed or something weird. I feel like that would be fun. But let's try Dark Hollow. So, Marcus says, don't know if you can relate, but I liked quite a few LGBT related pages and keep getting all kinds of weird stuff relating to it popping up as in stuff I don't really want to see with a corn emoji. Oh my gosh. So I haven't had that problem on like Facebook or anything, but when I had Twitter, I definitely had that problem a lot more. But I did get rid of my Twitter account, so there's that, but yeah, I hate when that happens, so it's really annoying. And it's like, why does that automatically get associated also? I feel like that's super problematic, but whatever. Stonehill Square. Yeah. I don't miss it at all. I really don't like that format of social media anyway. I find it very drab. I liked it when I was younger, but... Oh, I forgot to turn Super Flame off. Can't cheat. No cheating. See how well that worked out for you. Imagine the one of the Norks being worth 100 points, guys. It's crazy. Look at that jump. That's like what I feel like in my dreams sometimes. Y'all ever have dreams about like flying or kind of like lack of gravity in dreams? Whoop. I definitely do sometimes. I feel like that's what that jump literally feels like a moon jump, which it is called, like gravity, low gravity, something like that. Yeah. Oh, there it goes, trying to skippy dip. But yeah, let's fly around, kind of check it out. That's something else I want to do more of when I do a Let's Play, is like, oh, exploring. Look. Okay. I never really thought about this before, but this section kind of looks like that section in Stone Hill where the gems always hide, in the trees. And the hills are kind of similar, which I never noticed before. So yeah, that's super fun. Now some of it you get this edging that's not so fun to land on. But like this, I bet this is solid. Oh, it is! See, this is so cool because I've never... Even in Pete's Gauntlet, like, I'm rushing so much, even though sometimes I might get, like, the free flight combo on some of these levels, I don't really get to use it. So that's really cool. This would be a really fun mod to take screenshots with. Oops. See, I also can't remember... Whoa. Where the end is half the time. Okay, we have Toasty, and then we can also check out, like, the Artisans area a little bit more. But then I'm ready for dinner. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. It's been almost 3 hours. Can I get into Toasty? Oh, I didn't... No, I probably can't unless I can glitch in, and I can. Whoa! Ruffles! Stop! The heck? I've never... I guess I didn't expect this to actually be flattened. So if you glitch into Toasty with these cheats, and whatever, it's like truncated. It's like squished. Which is really cool. And the portal still works, so that's fun. Lucid dreams every night. I'm kind of jealous. Lucid dreams are honestly really fun. Marcus, you're ready for dinner. I'm ready for bed. The beauty of time zones, my friend. The beauty of time zones. Wow, look at all them doggarts. You know, I never realized that Stonehill loops around like that. Like, I never even noticed that before. Very cool. Very, very cool. Playing with this gravity is fun. It's really weird. And like the speed up and the gravity, it's kind of cool. Oh my god, get out of here. Get out of here. But yeah, I feel like we had a good run. This was fun to explore. I'm excited that I did it with you guys. Like I said, I only played it long enough to get my bearings, just kind of see how it worked, and then I wanted to go through it and reveal everything with you guys. There's still so much more to explore. I mean, I just died, but so much more that, like, you can do, places you can go, try to see places that have collision that you can get to, like, it's really pretty neat. But yeah, I never realized that that edging there was toasty. I had no idea. But yeah, this is cool. So if you got here late or, you know, later in the stream, definitely feel free to watch it back. I think I review like a lot of what you can do in this closer to the beginning. There are also people that have made videos on it, like Terry Games here, Crystal Fissure. I'm sure other people are making videos too. I will definitely be doing a playthrough. The final thing we'll do as I finish wrapping up is kind of fly around the Artisans world, see if there's anything cool we can check out or see. But yeah, it's a very nice mod by Husbjörn, who's from, fuck, I don't, every time I think I get it, I don't. Now, spoiler alert, the funny thing is the secret area we always want to see. Look how blank it actually looks. So yeah, there's really not a lot going on Artisans, although I did just trigger Toasty, it sounds like, but we are going so fast because I have to speed up. But yeah, this mod is amazing. It is the ReverseMod. The link is in the description. You can download it and play it yourself. It is very easy to patch. Promise it's not difficult. If it was, I couldn't do it. And yeah, you can play around with all kinds of stuff. Again, reviewing the cheats menu, you can change the speed of the game all the way up to, down to 10%, and I think up to probably 300, like Pete's Gauntlet. But we're gonna find out. Yeah, 300, which is absolutely insane. Homing gems makes the gems come into you, like if you shoot a chest, the gems will come to you. Hyper Sparks makes sparks more active. Low gravity does what you saw, basically a moon jump. And also not just a moon jump, but like your gravity is like super crazy. Free flight, obviously it's like a flying world all the time. Super flame makes you break through metal, and there are 4 levels of supercharge, which are crazy, especially if you do red. You can skip dragons, the velocity tracker, don't really understand how that works other than distance. And then you can swap gems for other colors, which are more than just colors, they are different levels. So, final review of that. This is the game at 300%. Holy crap. Talk about dizzifying. Would love to see somebody do a let's play of this at 300 and see how difficult that is. But thank you all so much for watching. I also am celebrating 900 subscribers right now because that literally just happened like an hour before I started streaming. So thank you for contributing to that. I really appreciate it. If you're new here, please drop a comment, let me know, join the Discord server, we'll talk. But for now, I'm gonna leave and go get some probably fried or scrambled eggs. I think y'all convinced me. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye!